Good evening. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting Group is a multinational headquartered group. We based out India, Singapore, and Hong Kong. More importantly, we do have offices in three parts of the globe. Apart from that, we are 100% profitable. Now, unlike Byju's, Ola, Uber, Swiggy, Zomato, Paytm, Flipkart, Postpay, and many such unicorns, we are not a unicorn, but we are 100% profitable. We are a hedge fund who take position in many asset classes. But like I said, our hedge fund is proprietary in nature, which means not a single dollar is backed up by any private equity or a venture capitalist firm. Whatever positions we take, whether this is equities, commodities, crypto, credit derivatives, it is completely backed up by our own capital. And like I said, no third party capital is invited. And this principle remains intact. Functionally speaking, our hedge fund works the same way the big American hedge funds work, which includes currency, commodities, crypto, credit derivatives, and many important things. Apart from that, we have our consultancy desk, we have our private placement program, we have our family office desk, we have our trade finance desk, we have our standby letter of credit desk, we have our news desk, we have our trainings, we have our Sheetal Academy, FNO learning platforms, and many more products. In case you wish to have any information, you can definitely WhatsApp on my personal number, which is +91 9899242978. Alternatively, you can WhatsApp on our back office, which is +91 9818485155. Now today, I would like to shoot another video which cover a very important topic of standby letter of credit. But before I speak, now in this video, I will not explain the standby letter of credit because our YouTube channel already have more than 60 videos wherein I explained standby letter of credit many times. So I will keep this video crispy and short and to cover a very important point. I have a letter of credit, in fact, standby letter of credit, which is issued by JP Morgan Chase. I have a copy of that letter of credit before me. But I cannot share the name of the party to whom JP Morgan issued this. This is confidential. More importantly, I cannot share the copy of this standby letter of credit to you because this is also confidential. But I'm just reading the terms. This letter of credit is effective XYZ date and shall expire on XYZ date next year. Now, which is precisely known as the fresh cut. Now, that tenure of that standby letter of credit is fresh cut, which means 1 year. But such expiration date shall be automatically extended for a period of 1 year, as soon as it expires. And on each successive expiration date, unless at least 90 days before the current expiration date, we notify both you and the companies, this would continue to move on. Now, very important thing which we need to understand. Whenever a company takes standby letter of credit, the company needs to ask the banks they are seeking this for a long period of time, which companies never ask. Since companies never ask, banks never reply. Now what happens, suppose you are a company I'm just taking a simplistic example. You are a Singtel. Now, this is a hypothetical example. Don't treat this that this is a live example. Singtel means the largest telecom player of Singapore, owned by government of Singapore. Now, Singtel needs money. Now, if Singtel is approaching JP Morgan Singapore for money, then JP Morgan Singapore would be saying, how long do you need the money? Now, Singtel saying, I need the money probably for 3 years. But SBLC is not issued for 3 years. Now, JP Morgan would be issuing SBLC today, which is December 2021 over December 2022. And it would automatically get rollover. But there is one condition that needs to be met. And I'm just naming this condition now, which means that alternative financial assurance clause. Now, what the hell is that? Alternative financial assurance clause means, suppose Singtel today taking SPLC from JP Morgan Singapore. Suppose it is 1 billion Singapore dollar. Simplistically, alternate financial assurance means as soon as Singtel get another lender. Now, assuming after 1 month, Goldman Sachs said, what do you take from JP Morgan? I will give to you at a lesser rate than JP Morgan giving. Now, this is a hypothetical example, which means that now Singtel have two parties. One is JP Morgan, already agreed party. Number two is the Goldman Sachs, who is in the race competition. Now, as per alternate financial assurance clause, but we mean alternate financial assurance clause, there are two conditions or there are two way outs. Number one, Singtel can ask JP Morgan to cancel the existing SPLC. This is possible. Now, many investors in the world believe that SBLC cannot be cancelled. No, please, it can easily be cancelled. Yes, if any bank issuing SBLC, then as per guidelines, it is irrevocable, which means bank cannot revoke this. But if both parties agree, then they can cancel it. But cancellation clause can only possible provided alternate financial assurance clause is mentioned in SBLC document. Now, which is called SBLC text. Alternate financial assurance clause. Now, assuming Singtel is not an intelligent person, they don't have this financial knowledge, they not mentioned alternate financial assurance clause, and then they approach JP Morgan that I have Goldman Sachs and I need to cancel this SBLC. JP Morgan will clearly say, excuse me, it is completely irrevocable from either side. Now you need to wait for 1 year. When the 1 year end, then it will automatically remove. You give me a notice 90 days before the maturity and I'll get it revoked on maturity, not before. But before maturity, I cannot get it revoked. So my dear friends, whenever you take SBLC, and specifically DPLC, which is direct pay letter of credit, remember alternate financial assurance clause. That's very important. And this is the latest thing. This wasn't there earlier, but now the international banks have started included this. So I thought let's make a video. More videos are on the cards. Now, how to deal with alternate financial insurance clause, financial assurance clause, server to server, that is completely on a consulting note. Now, server to, I just explain a bit, which is Singtel Bank, assuming this is DBS Singapore, assuming, will be sending a server message to JP Morgan Chase. But that server message is going to have alternate financial assurance clause. That is very important. If there is a mistake which is committed by DBS Singapore and overlooked by Singtel, then this mistake cannot be corrected in a later stages. So, how to handle financial assurance, alternate financial assurance clause, server to server, that is really tricky part but interesting part. This is Rahul Magan from Treasury Consulting Group. You know my personal number, which is +91 9899242978. +91 9899242978.